What's up, YouTube? Below 290. It's cold out, can you tell? No, not really, whatever. So I am making another vlog because, well, I'm not on the phone with anybody when I drive home tonight, and I'll call Ozzy when I get home. So, first off, let's get this out of the way. School, I've been trying to make time for it. It's been really hard. They scheduled me 6 days this week, 6 days next week at Kmart, which I'm not complaining. I like the money and the hours, but my body can take it, at least for now. But I'd definitely say if I gotta get the school done, I gotta get this shit done. But right now, money is all I care about. Money is what you need to get by in life. So, test I took Tuesday, didn't do great, didn't do bad, kind of like all the other tests, pretty much in the same area for all the tests I've taken so far. Pretty much, if I do good on this final tomorrow, I should sneak by with a C, maybe a B if I do really well, which I don't know how the final is. He writes his freaking test so freaking hard. I don't know how he expects people to pass the class, but yet he's just like, oh, if you, I make my test hard so that when it comes to the final, you'll be fine. And I think to myself, it's like, well, don't you want people to pass the class? It's like, I understand you want people to pass the certification, but don't you want people to pass the final as well? But, so that's how school's going. Work situation, like I said, 6 days this week, 6 days next week at Kmart. But luckily, after Christmas is over, they cut back on the hours, which would be fine because hopefully I get back to the freaking 3 days a week, 5-hour shifts I was asking for. Because all I wanted was like 15, maybe 20 hours, which right now I've been averaging pretty much 20 hours, I think. Which is fine because, heck, the last paycheck was $250. Which is good, so I was able to indulge myself, saving up for an iPad. Decided to go. I wanted to go with the Mini, and well, got one. Definitely indulged myself. Of course, I definitely earned it, I should say. All the stuff I have to put up with over at Kmart. I mean, obviously the bowling alley is not hard. I like working at the bowling alley and dealing with all the stuff that goes there. So, which gets me to my next topic tonight. It was freaking busy as crap. Had to pull a lot of strings to make people happy tonight. I'm supposed to have one group of Boy Scouts, 4 lanes, at 6:30, and then another group was in there. And they were supposed to be there at 7:30 for 3 lanes. And so, pretty much what the story comes down to is there was a group that came, well, there was a couple girls that came in, a couple of them I knew, obviously. But Harrison FFA was the group, and they were just like, so, you ready for us? And I'm thinking to myself, I look in the book, I was like, what's the name of the group? And I'm like, Harrison FFA. I look and I'm like, you guys aren't scheduled for tonight. It doesn't have you in the book. I turn the page and she's like, are you sure? And I look in there and it says, they're in for Thursday night. I was like, what I have in the book says you guys are working Thursday, or you guys are bowling tomorrow night. Oh, I called the manager and he said we had switched or whatever. So, of course, I call up my manager and I'm just like, hey, yada, 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 yada. He's like, well, I don't remember that. He's like, look up there or whatever on the sheet. And, of course, I look up on the slide sheet, and it says the same thing as the book says. And so he's like, well, what do you have for availability? And I'm just like, okay, well, Boy Scouts are at 4 lanes. This group comes in at 7:30. There are 3 lanes. And, so he's like, well, how many lanes do you have available? He's like, we have 12 total. That puts it at 7 right there, leaving me only 5 lanes. They wanted 6 lanes. He's like, well, talk to Brenda, which was the women's secretary. And so I talked to her, and she's just like, he's like, ask if you can steal one of the dead pair lanes. So they still had one courtesy lane between them. But, luckily Brenda's really nice. And so she's like, yeah, tell him he owes us again. So I got that taken care of, and then got that taken care of, and after that, they were all set to go and everything, and then, of course, the Boy Scouts, which I was supposed to go down and talk to all the Boy Scouts about the etiquette of bowling. Pretty much the same things that I was learning about when I was in Boy Scouts, how there's certain criteria for each badge that you can get. And there was a bowling pin badge, or a bowling badge, I should say, for the activity. And of course, it talks about, to qualify for this, not only do you have to learn about the rules and etiquette of bowling, but then you also have to bowl a complete game and learn how the scoring goes and everything. So first off, I talked about all the etiquette in the room while they were there. So then I go, and I'm just like, okay, I'm going to throw a couple shots, show you how you do it and everything. So I go and get my ball, get my shoes. I throw, of course, the freaking, I don't know the name of the shot, but there was a sports shot out on those lanes that they happened to be on. And so I was just like, so we have, so I threw the ball, left the 5 pin, went just barely high, and picked up the spare and pretty much explained, don't stand on the approach more than one on approach, yada yada yada, just the basic stuff we talk about. And then after it was all said and done, they got started bowling, put the names in and everything, and freaking the Cub Scout leader comes up and pays for it all and everything. And then I ring up everything, and he's just like, here you go, thanks for all the help and everything. Freaking tipped me $10. And of course, all through all of this, Ski's up at the counter by himself. So I was nice. I did the right thing. I gave Ski $5. I'm like, here. I was like, I can't do that shit all by myself. I was like, if it was just me, who knows how it freaking would have went. But you were up on the counter handling shit like a boss. So, and Ski's like, hell, I didn't even think you were going to give me any money or whatever. I was thinking to myself, Ski, I didn't say this, but I was just like, if you don't want the $5 that I'm giving you, I'll take it right back. I'll take all 10. I mean, I did freaking bust my butt all freaking night getting those strings all pulled for that party. Well, not Boy Scouts, but the other party while getting the other one ready. So, everything seemed to went smooth tonight. Of course, Ski knew that I wanted to get out of there tonight because I had a final. So, I just got out about 10:40. So my plan is to finish studying, pull up loose ends, and then go to bed, wake up, hopefully get at least a B on the final, and then go to freaking work at Kmart, which right now is 6 days a week, which kind of sucks, but the money will pay off in the end. So, yeah. But other than that, I mean, it will be alright, because after a week of Christmas, I work 6 days at the bowling alley, only because I happen to work Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, which is fine with me. So I work Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then he was nice. He gave me Friday off, because he's not going to work me 7 days a week. I would be like, not going to happen. So I have Friday off, and then I work Saturday, because I think I have New Year's Eve and New Year's Day off. So I made sure I requested off Christmas Eve, because obviously I have other priorities working at the bowling alley. And then I also requested the 28th through the 1st off because, well, I want to make sure I have one day, like, solely to myself off, since I've been busting my butt. So I've got Christmas Eve off. And, so yeah. But, this, I think, will wrap up the video. Driving vlog number whatever, I don't know. I'll just put number 7, because I think it is. And, Bullet 290 D-Dick 15. Shout out to Azzy, my girlfriend, who was awesome. Oh wait, Shelby and Dustin.